art friends, today we are going to draw a Hawaiian lei.
Yeah, it's a string of flowers that you usually wear around your neck, and we hope you're going to follow along. It's going to be a lot of fun. You need your drawing supplies. We're using a pencil first and then a marker. You also need some
Paper and something to color with.
Yeah, and you can use whatever you have. You don't have to use the same supplies. You ready to start?
Yes.
We're first using our pencil to draw the guideline of our necklace, and we're going to draw it to fill up a lot of our paper, but we're also using marker paper to draw on because we're using markers to draw and color with at the very end. So first let's draw the necklace shape. I'm going to start here and you can draw really any shape you want. I'm going to kind of draw it like this. Kind of looks like a peanut or a potato. Nice. And the nice thing about using a pencil is that we can change this line if we want to make any adjustments to this shape. And because I'm really close to the bottom of my paper, you kind of are too, we want to have some room for the flowers on both sides. So I'm going to change this shape so that it's a little higher higher at the bottom and also higher at the top. So I'm kind of moving the whole necklace up higher. And yeah, this one you maybe don't have to do because this line is pretty good and this one's getting a little close. So maybe erase that one and then let's erase the bottom one so that we just have the lines that we want to keep. Again, we're using our alcohol-based black marker from our Art for Kids Hub marker set, but you can use whatever you have. You don't have to use the same marker. You can use something completely different like a colored pencil or even a crayon. Let's first start by drawing one flower. Let's draw it up here at the top, and I'm going to start with the flower, the middle of the flower on top of the pencil line. So I'm going to start here, and then I'm going to draw a petal that comes out and back in. It looks like a raindrop shape. Then we're going to add another petal right next to it, but we're always going to come back to that center point, which is on top of the pencil line. And then let's add maybe 3 or, let's see, I'm only going to get 4 petals in there. We could try to get more on the next one. Okay, so now the next one, we could do something different. We can overlap or we can draw it a little bit further away. Maybe let's add this next one further down. So I'm going to leave some space. And then I'm going to draw the petals. I'm going to go a little faster too because we're just repeating the same step. I got a couple more petals in there that time. We also want to try to keep the flowers the same size too. We don't want to make them too small or too big. We want to try to keep them all the same. Now this next one, let's try to overlap the next flower behind this one. So we're going to start kind of close, but I'm going to draw one petal like this. So kind of going away from it. We're going away from this one, but we're also trying to keep that center of the petal or center of the flower on top of the pencil. So now this next one I'm going to overlap. So I'm going to imagine it going behind the other petals from the other flower and then come back. And then I'm going to try to do the same thing. I'm going to try to draw another one that's behind. Ooh, and I can even fit another one that's in there. Yeah. Oh, and I like that yours is already close to the other one and connects. I'm going to try to connect another one right here. So I'm going to draw, maybe this time I'm going to draw these 2 petals going this way because they're not overlapping. So I'm going to draw those first. And then I'm going to draw these other petals behind. Well, that's tricky, huh? There we go. But it looks cool. Mm-hmm. And I think yours looks really cool too.
Thanks.
Okay, let's try another one. I'm going to draw it right here. I'm going to draw it really close to the other flower that we've already drawn. And see, that's a little bit easier if you draw it really close. Yeah, you did it. Yep, there you go. Let's add another one, but let's skip and draw a whole one down here. So I think that's kind of fun to skip and go a little further down so you get a whole flower. And maybe I'll do that a couple times. Let's add a bunch of flowers that we can draw the whole thing. So we'll skip around. Yeah, that looks really pretty. Then I think I'll go back and see if I can add another one in between. Now we can go back in between all of these full flowers and add the overlapped ones. I'm going to add one more full flower right here because I have a lot of space. And then I'm going to add the overlapped flowers. I think it's fun because some of the flowers look like they're facing towards you, and then some of them look like they're turned, especially when you draw them in between the other flowers. I actually think this is a little bit easier to draw the overlapped ones because you don't need to draw as many of the petals because they're behind the other petals. But it's still really tricky. So you guys can pause the video and take extra time to add these petals into your drawing. And don't worry about trying to make your drawing look exactly like ours. Now this next part we're going to fast forward because it's going to take us a little bit longer for us to fill in, although you're almost done. Remember to pause the video and take that extra time to finish your lays. All right, we did it. We finished drawing all of the flowers on our lei. Now remember to pause the video and take that extra time to add in all of your flowers. And hopefully it's not too challenging. Just take your time. Don't worry about making it look perfect. Because the most important thing is
to have fun and to practice.
Yes, have fun and practice. Okay, we're almost done, but we have one more step.
Still gotta color it.
Yes, my favorite part. And we are gonna fast forward this part also, but you can color your drawings any way you want, or at the end you can pause the video again to match our same coloring. Actually, before we fast forward, I forgot. We need to also erase the pencil line that you can still see. So let's do that, and then we'll also color in a few of our flowers to show our art friends how we're gonna color it, and then we'll speed things up. If you have the same Art for Kids hub set that we're using, we picked out 34 orange, 15 red, and
87 pink and 66 blue.
yeah, and let's use the red first, and we're gonna color in one flower, but we're gonna try to leave the inside of the flower white. So I'm just gonna draw like a zigzag line and color in the tip of each petal. I'm gonna go around on each petal, just color the outside of it, but leave that inside white. And you can kind of make it messy so that it looks natural. And we're gonna do that with every single flower and every single color. So now I'm gonna switch to blue, or maybe orange. Yeah, let's do orange. And then I'm gonna do the flower next to it. And if you want, you can also skip around and just color in your red flowers first if you're doing the same colors, and then switch to a different color and then color all of the next. Now that looks kind of like, what are they? Hibiscus? Is that the flower? Maybe. I don't. I bet our friends know.
They are hibiscus. I think there's something else.
They're a different kind of flower, but I bet our friends know what type of flower it is. Okay, and then I'm going to switch to blue and do the same thing. And then I'm also going to keep this same pattern. So I'm going to go around and color the same order for each of the flowers. And then my last color is pink. So I'm going to do the same thing with this pink color. Go around the outside, but leave the inside white. There's one full pattern. Now we're gonna switch back to our red and we'll repeat it. We'll go red, orange, blue, pink. We're gonna do red, orange, blue, pink, all the way around till we get to the very top. Now we're ready to fast forward, so remember to pause the video and take that extra time to color in your drawings. Taryn, we did it! We finished drawing and coloring our Hawaiian leis, and they look beautiful. I especially love yours.
Oh, thanks. I love yours too.
Ah, thanks. Now you can add even more things to your drawing. I added a little shadow, or you can leave that off to keep the lesson a little easier. You don't have to color them exactly like us. You can choose different colors, or even color the flowers solid instead of leaving the center white.
I really like that we used the pencil to get the shape just right.
Oh yeah, and then also, if you remember the steps, you can add a Hawaiian lei to any drawing. Maybe you draw yourself first, and then you can use a pencil to draw the shape around your neck, and then add those flowers so that you have a picture with yourself wearing a lei.
We hope you had a lot of fun drawing your Hawaiian leis.
We do. We hope you had a lot of fun, and we'll see you later, our friends. Goodbye.